Have you ever wondered why tinnitus feels like it's happening in your ears, but it's actually happening in your brain? Well, here's the truth. It's not the sound that actually keeps you stuck in that cycle. It's how your brain reacts to the sound. And the good news is, as I've shared in many videos before, and I will share in this video today, you can absolutely change that. And today I will show you guys exactly why tinnitus is happening in your brain and how people just like you are rewiring the response to tinnitus and finding real and lasting relief. Welcome. Hello and welcome back. My name is Tinnitus Coach Frida. I was personally born deaf in my left ear and have lived with severe tinnitus and a hearing aid in my remaining right ear for over 16 years now. I'm also the founder of mytinnitus.club, where we've helped hundreds of people to go from bothersome to non-bothersome tinnitus and built an online learning community platform, but more about that later in the video. Let's break this down. Tinnitus actually happens in your brain and not in your ears, and here's the reason why. Here's what happens. Your ear picks up sounds and sends electrical signals to your brain's auditory cortex, which then interprets those signals and perceives sound for you. When there's hearing loss or stress or even trauma, the brain receives less input, some of the hair cells die, and what does the brain do? It sort of like fills in the blanks and creates a perception of a phantom sound. But that's not all, because this is where it doesn't stop for most people. The real issue, and I think that's what 99% of the people experience with tinnitus, is not the sound itself, but the flight or fight mechanism that tinnitus triggers. Because your brain starts treating tinnitus as a threat, maybe because you've gone to the ENT or you've read in online forums of how terrible tinnitus is and people do the craziest things because of their tinnitus. So of course, your brain starts to treat tinnitus like a threat and you are staying hyper focused on it. So the real problem here, and many people think that it's maybe the loudness or the pitch or maybe even spikes what causes that distress, but in reality, it's the anxiety, the frustration, and the hopelessness that develop around the sound. That vicious reaction then feeds the loop and keeps you stuck in a constant cycle of anxiety, annoyedness, etc. And I want to give you a little bit of hope, because it is absolutely possible to change that reaction again. I always say the human brain is amazing, and together with neuroplasticity, the fact that the brain can always learn new things like new languages or a new skill like building something in the house or making RC airplanes or something like that, it's always able to relearn the way it responds to certain stimuli. And I will tell you now a little bit more about our 12-week program and show you a little bit about inside mytinnitus.club, where we offer a 12-week structured online program rooted in actual behavioral science. And here's a little bit about how it works. So in month 1, we have Understand and Soften. We give you everything you need to know in order to understand how habituation actually works and why your brain constantly keeps tinnitus in focus and why you are so upset. It's important that you understand neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change this reaction towards the tinnitus. And then we already go into month 2, implementing change. And we teach you acceptance and commitment therapy, which is one of the core therapies also recommended by the German ENT guidelines for the treatment of chronic tinnitus, and has helped me transform hundreds of people's lives with tinnitus. And in practical sessions that you can go through in this 3-month, 12 weeks course, you learn how to shift your attention and reduce the stress in real time. Because remember, it's not the tinnitus, so the sound, that is most distressing, but the thoughts and feelings that create a loop inside your body to which you're constantly reacting. In month 3, you will be able to integrate everything and build a resilient behavior that are based on habits that keep tinnitus in the background. You build confidence, how to handle spikes properly, and focus on what truly matters in your life, and you get back to doing that. Because that informs your brain that tinnitus is no longer the level of threat that you're perceiving it to be. Plus, in the Accelerator and the Ultimate Plan, you get weekly live group coaching and a supportive community and clear guidance in every single step of the way. And now I would like to share a few success stories with you, because I think it's so amazing, the weekly and constant success stories that we have inside our club. I've anonymized them obviously, but here are some of the amazing success stories from people inside our club, and I hope that you will find them very, very, very useful. Okay, I love this so much. So I pulled up a few resources here inside our daily success stories space here inside mytinnitus.club. And let's start reading some of these. So first one down here, I'm sitting in class while they're reading and writing and extremely quiet. I just had to think back about sitting in exams in the beginning of my journey. Back then I was always close to crying during those quiet times because my tea was so horrifying. But I now nearly forgot it existed. I'm so happy. Yay! That's an awesome one. The second one up here, I have experienced less fear around my tinnitus. I've been overly cautious with sound and my tinnitus. I decided to push a bit this week. I was able to eat in a noisy restaurant with my son last night without my anxiety. He also produces very harsh electronic music. Well, seems like he might be from Berlin. No, he's from the US, I know that. I've been hesitant to listen to his music lately out of fear of how it might impact my tinnitus. I listened to his music with him last night. It made both of us very happy. I'm excited to keep pushing to break the cycle of fear. Awesome story as well. And the next one, this weekend was one of healing for me. When I first experienced tinnitus, I was having panic attacks daily, and the last two major panic attacks I had were at a noisy restaurant. And when visiting my fun but very noisy niece and nephew, I had a panic attack basically that entire day. This weekend, I was able to visit that same restaurant and see my niece and nephew again for the first time without having any anxiety or panic attacks. My tinnitus was blaring away, but it didn't care one bit, and was even able to tune it out most of the time. I was able to be present, have fun, and enjoy the company of friends and family. I really can't explain how much ACT and all I've learned from Frida has helped me. If you would have told me 3 months ago I'd be where I am today, I would have called you crazy. I'm finally beginning to feel like I had my old life back before T showed up. That's an awesome story as well. And then here, a fantastic holiday story. Cheers everyone, I've come a long way in my progress to habituation from where I was a year ago. Decided to take a holiday out of the cold winter of Canada. Finding my tinnitus is a non-issue, so enjoying the getaway immensely. To everyone, you're in a great club with Frida to obtain that optimal goal with, as Stephanie said so well, with hard mental work and putting into practice ACT. Pura vida, everyone. And we have many, many more of these success stories here inside our club, because we think that it is immensely important that you can share with people what's going well. And apart from our 12 weeks tinnitus habituation course that you can see here, that we have put in month 1, month 2, and month 3, and we're constantly adding new stuff. Apart from that, you also have access to all of these resources here inside mytinnitus.club. All of the stuff that we've created over the past few years, tons of content, tons of recordings from things that we have built over the last 4 years. Let me quickly show you how you can join. So you simply go to mytinnitus.club, click on join now, or watch the video here about the club, a bit of a presentation from me. Then you choose which program you want. We have a 3-month program. The foundations access is 141. It's a self-paced plan, so you have self-study access to all the materials and course material, the 12 weeks course. Then we have 3-month Tinnitus Habituation Accelerator, which is one of the most popular plans, as it includes the weekly group coaching, always Thursday at 7 p.m. Berlin time. And then we have the Ultimate Plan, which is including 2 one-on-one sessions with me, personal coaching, an individual habituation plan, and many perks more for a 3-month period. I'd be super excited to see you and welcome you inside my Tinnitus Club. So yeah, I want to thank you very, very much for tuning into this video today. You can subscribe, let us know what your continuous reaction to tinnitus looks like. Let us know any other interests that you might have in videos that we should be focusing on. I have a few coming up. You can also find my podcast. I have linked under the description below, not only the link to mytinnitus.club, but also the link to our free 4-day email course that you can get absolutely for free, which entails a small habituation roadmap for you. And I'd be super happy for you to check that free 4-day email course out. Other than that, visit us at www.mytinnitus.club. My name is Frida. I'm deaf on my left ear, was born that way. And I have a hearing aid and a severe tinnitus. Actually, quite intense when I take the hearing aid out. Interesting. Maybe that's today. Maybe at the end of the week, the shoulders, neck and back, everything a little bit more tense from sitting a lot, recording and editing videos for you guys. But anyways, we'd love to see you inside mytinnitus.club. We'd love to be able to support and help you on your way to habituation. And I hope that this video was helpful and good to your understanding about how the mechanism of tinnitus works in the brain, why it's not in the ears, and why that's not a problem, but how we manage our emotional response towards the tinnitus. I hope it was useful, and I wish you a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.